It's crafting time again, folks. How are you today? And we are going to be doing our sea turtles, what we're doing. And there's all sorts of facts that we can do for turtles. We're celebrating Earth Week. So by all means, go ahead and look up some information online. It can be very interesting, but we're going to get to the craft real quick. And we're going to take this outline of a turtle, and we are going to cut him out, and we are going to supply you the turtle outline in the felt and a small baggie of things to decorate the turtle with, okay? So we're going to cut the turtle out. The reason why we picked out turtles is because they are one of the animals that are affected by the many pieces of plastic floating around in the ocean, which we can help prevent by simply recycling, reducing, reusing. This is a form of reusing some of the plastics because we're going to need a 2-liter as well. And the reason why they often get hurt is they mistake the plastic for food, and they eat the plastic and it makes them very sick so that they can't eat, and they literally starve to death. On average, we throw away 5.25 trillion pieces of plastic into the ocean. That's a lot of plastic. And we make, how many do we, 380 million tons of the plastic every year, and half of which wind up in the ocean itself. That's a lot of plastic. And this is one of the crafts that you can help prevent some of the deaths of those little turtles. And it's not just turtles that get sick from this plastic. It's seabirds, other fish, manatees are another creature. And it's not just if they eat it, they can also get caught up in it and get strangled by the plastic. Like the 6-pack rings, oftentimes that will get around their neck and strangle them. Almost there. Got to be very, very careful with the outline as we cut it so that we don't cut off the legs or a head. It would be terrible, a sea turtle with no head. Turtles have a lot of curves on them. There we go. Now we have our turtle outline. And we're going to put the turtle on our felt, and we're going to trace the felt with a marker or a pen of some sort. Anything works to get the outline on the felt. This part's the faster part. Cutting out the outline to me takes a while, just because I'm so afraid to cut the poor head or the arms off. I just think about it with myself, like, I wouldn't want to be missing a head or an arm. There we go. My markery hands. Hey, you can see the turtle outline. Always a good thing. Now we're going to use our scissors and cut this guy out. And then we're going to decorate him. Unless you want to decorate him first. I would recommend cutting it out first. Now, I know a lot of cutting outlines, but that's okay. That's why we call it a crafting time. We need time to create. It's a great way to reuse some of these products that wind up, except like this one-time pieces of plastic, they do a lot of damage, like the plastic bags and stuff like that. It's always good if you can bring your own bag to bring your own bag. Seems like the second time it goes a little bit faster while you're cutting the outline out. Got a bend in his arm. Go around him. Alright, now we got a turtle. Alright. Now the turtle, you can use regular glue or glue dots. I have glue dots on hand, so I'm going to use that guy. And we're going to give you a bag of little things, this and that's, to put on there. Some of them I think you might like. Ooh, glue dots are everywhere now. Alright. And we also have in the bag of goodies, eyes. Turtles can't see without eyes. And you can be staring right at it, or he could be looking off to the side. So it depends on how many eyes you want on your turtle. But we'll supply you two. It's okay. There's that. Now he's got eyes. Now, we're going to glue the dots and stuff. We need to do this before we put the shell on. My glue dots like me. And we'll have a few macaronis, beans, whatever you choose to put on your turtle. Oh my goodness, this turtle is going to be all macaronied up. There we go. Now we're going to set him off to the side for a little bit. We're going to work on our 2-liter. Now, if you need an adult help on it, by all means, ask someone to help. If you don't feel safe with a sharp object, don't want to cut yourself. But what we're going to need is this part right here, this bottom part of the bottle. And he has a line. I'm going to just follow right on down. And this is going to be our turtle's shell. And there we go. We got a shell. Woo-hoo. All right. So we're going to get our glue dots back out. Or regular glue. I think regular glue would work better for a shell. And we're going to glue the shell of the turtle. So I'll put him right there. He doesn't have to be perfect by all means. Now, as you can tell, it's a see-through shell. So we need to make some decorations so you can see the shell. So we got yarn, which will also be in your bag of goodies, that we're going to put on the shell and glue it so you can see the shell, be the shell. And use your scissors to cut this yarn. Where'd the string go? Woo! You fell! That happens. I put a glue dot right in the center. That way there you can see the middle of it pretty well. And it has the middle of it. Patch it on down. There. Our little turtle needed a little help. Trying to get one more strand across the top. Now our shell is done. See, now we have a little turtle. But yeah, the plastics wind up covering over 46,000 square feet, or square miles, excuse me, of the ocean. And it equals to about 269 1,000 tons of plastic that wind up in our oceans. And this craft will be one of the many to be able to help those turtles and other wild animals. And yeah, there's 5 different R's that you can use for doing recycling. There's reducing, refusing. Like refuse, you can just say no for using one-time use cups and bring your own cup, like your own refillable coffee cup or water bottle instead of buying a brand new every time. Stop using the plastic bags. There's also reuse, like this is a reuse. We're using the plastic for another purpose. And there's also rot. It's really, really easy to do a compost pile. It doesn't take much space. Just a little hole, dig a couple inches, probably more like 6 inches or so deep, and it will fill up rather quickly, but you don't use it during the winter, and it helps compact it back down. If you keep a garden, it's really super good. And of course, recycle what you cannot reuse or repurpose or rot, and that'll be your regular trash, and dispose of it properly. There are actually quite a few things that you can recycle a lot of people don't know about, like batteries can be recycled. You have to put it in a separate pile and take it to the landfill. And electronics are the same. They will take electronics. And plastic bags, you can usually take most of those into grocery stores and they will recycle them for you. So that is our project today. That's our little turtle. I don't know what I'm going to name him yet. I hope you have a good name for your turtle. I will post you what I name him. All right? Until the next craft.